Pursuit started today?
It started in Knox County. There on Western Avenue. Our narcotics unit doing an investigation. Initially stopped the individual. He stopped. They approached him, talked to him, and then he decided he didn't want to stay there, so he took off. And so from there on, we pursued this individual. We also pursued him into Anderson County, went out to Oak Ridge Highway into Anderson County, back into Knox County, and then came over to Loudon County. This individual not doing too much of a high speed, but refused to stop. He did blow a tire, and so we were able to get over here to Loudon County, and then Loudon County and Blount County assisted from there. So right now, I'll let Sheriff Davis fill you in from what we've got from here.
Thank you.
Once we got the call, Knox County notified us of their pursuit. He was traveling at the 40-75 split. He took 75 south towards Lenoir City, exit off exit 81 into Lenoir City, and took a right going back on 321 going north. I believe south, actually. Went south on that. Our vehicle got in pursuit with them, kind of took over the lead of the pursuit being in our jurisdiction. The subject, an individual, attempted to make a left-hand turn to go back down through Lenoir City into the city, and in that case he had too much speed and lost control of the vehicle and slid off the roadway, struck a tree. Him being off the roadway, the vehicle was unable to move. At that time it became a barricaded suspect. We held the ground, gave him verbal commands to come out of the vehicle. We knew he was armed and he had already pointed a weapon at a deputy in Knox County. So at that time, coincidentally, Blount County SWAT is training with our tactical team of Loudon County less than half a mile away from here. So Blount County came with their SWAT team and their Bearcat, their armored vehicle, and took over the barricaded situation. At that time, they used less lethal rounds to try to end the situation, and then the situation pretty much came to a close, and that was kind of the end of it.
So how did the situation come to a close exactly? Can you say the status of that person yet?
I'm not going to release the status of it, but as we were in the standoff and they deployed some less lethal, he did have a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Once that had happened, we secured the weapon that he had and immediately gave him medical treatment, and he was transported to Fort Loudon Medical Center.
And how long did the entire standoff and the chase last for?
The chase, I'm not too sure. Enough time to get from Western Avenue to here, but the standoff didn't last more than 7 to 10 minutes, probably.
And the Sheriff, maybe you could say how long did that chase last up until that standoff? Yeah,
it probably went anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes long. So once it started in Knox County, like I said, and going into 3 different counties, he just refused to stop. And as you see here, a collaborative effort within these agencies to make sure that this come to a safe ending for everyone, at least as far as law enforcement is concerned. And that's the way we want it to be.
And so just to be clear, this just started off as a routine narcotics stop?
I wouldn't call anything routine when it comes to a stop, but it initiated from a stop due to an investigation, and our officers had been looking into this individual for quite some time.
Anything else either of you would like to add?
I think that's it for right now.
Yeah, just the best job between all 3 agencies, being able to communicate. On our end, it was very tense situation because we have 2 schools that are very close. We initiated a hard lockdown until the situation was under control. SROs handled it perfectly. The school staff did amazing getting the children inside and keeping them on the hard lockdown until we were able to release.
And just to be clear, they're not on lockdown anymore?
They are lifted the hard lockdown and actually getting ready to release to get away from school.
Perfect. Thank you, gentlemen.
Right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Good? Yes. Hello, everybody. We're coming to you live from the side of 321, just outside of Lenoir City, where right behind me, the barricaded situation has ended after about a 30 to 40 minute chase through several counties in the area. And we just heard from the Knox County and Loudon County sheriffs. And as you can see, this is a live look of the situation. And basically what they told us, it started off as a narcotic stop in Knox County. And this was an individual that had been under investigation for some time, and this person did not stop when he was pulled over and led police on a chase through Knox County into Anderson County, back to Knox County, and then eventually into Loudon County, again lasting about 30 to 40 minutes altogether. And we just heard from the sheriffs that the driver of that car tried to make a U-turn right onto the other side of 321. You can see that little U-turn lane there in the middle of the divided highway, but he took that turn a little bit too fast and ended up in the ditch on the other side of the highway. Again, this is 321 in Loudon County. The driver was in that silver pickup truck running away from police. And we just heard from the sheriffs that they fired less lethal shots into the suspect, who was in that barricaded situation. He was holding a gun to himself the entire time through a 10-minute standoff with police. Again, those less lethal gunshots did not kill the suspect. And then we were just told by police a few minutes ago that the suspect did fire a self-inflicted gunshot wounds into his body. Now, it's unclear where that gunshot wound was or how serious it is, but we're told he was taken to an area hospital. So again, all of that information coming just minutes ago from the Knox County and Loudon County Sheriff. We're on scene. This is still an active scene with a lot of law enforcement personnel on hand. We're going to continue to follow all of the latest updates, and as we get a status on that suspect, we'll be sure to share it with you in the WVLT News App and, of course, on air during our afternoon shows. Reporting live from Loudon County this afternoon, John Piersos, WVLT News.